Well, guys, welcome to, I guess, the first kind of video for Season 4. I kind of wanted to do an Episode 0 because, I mean, hey, like, there's gonna be a lot of stuff that you guys are gonna be asking, okay? There's a lot of stuff to do with what we're doing in this series and everything, and by the way, yes, I am flying. What we're doing in this series and, like, what's gonna happen, like, what mods do we have, what rates do we have. I wanted to answer all of that in the one video, and I didn't want that to be part of the first video, so we decided to do an Episode 0. I think it's a good idea, so yeah. If you find yourself enjoying this video at any point, or if you're excited for Season 4, do let me know and hit that like button. It really does help out. So yes, Season 4. Common questions. When is it starting? For you guys, your first video for Season 4 will appear on your feeds from any person in GE. Well, most people anyway. I think some people can't make it, but it's really hard to get all of us together, so we have the majority of people anyway. The first video will appear on Friday, the 14th of July. Yeah, that's like a week away. It's a week away, guys. We're officially starting on like the Thursday, but you guys will start seeing videos on Friday. We're gonna hopefully have quite a few videos coming out that weekend, especially I think definitely on this channel you might see extra videos for Vanilla coming out on that weekend. Don't know how many, don't want to get into it before I've recorded them, but if all goes well, you'll see quite a few videos from me on that weekend, and I'm really excited. So yes, Friday the 14th is when it is beginning. Okay, so a second question will be, what's gonna happen to Season 3? Okay, so one thing that if you guys have been around the channel for a while, you'll have known that basically when we ended our Season 2, we kind of ended it basically. We kept it around because Ark, you know, occasionally adds in stuff that is like, you need to kind of be to a certain level in the game to actually, you know, use it or kill it or tame it or whatever, you know? And they're adding in like the end game stuff, you know, relatively soon after we're starting our season, because the official release of Ark comes on the 8th of August. And that's probably gonna bring like the final boss into the game. So we're gonna kind of want to have like a lot of our like stuff, you know, from the previous series, because like I don't want to rush through the series and get to endgame by the time Ark gets fully released and we can kill the final boss and complete the game and do whatever else there is to do. I don't want to rush through the series and get to that point, like I don't want to have like a time limit, you know, because that's like 3 weeks or something, you know. That's insane. I don't want to do that. Nobody here wants to do that. So what we did with the previous season was we kept the server around in case we ever needed it. And we did need it. We used it quite a few times for videos involving like tech tier stuff that I didn't have. I wasn't even at the point where I could get all that stuff previously. So yeah, that's basically what we did last time, and we will be doing the same thing again this time. So when you see the final video for Season 3, it's not going to be the actual final video, but it's going to be probably the final video that's like, you know, like 100% kind of like, I don't know, like legit, because like eventually we might actually go on there and start like showing off stuff like we did with the texture stuff. We started building bases, but obviously we didn't get all that stuff legit to show that stuff off, you know. We just used the server is all. So officially the series will be ending, but you might see the server once or twice more afterwards, depending. I don't really know. We're gonna see. So yeah, that will be the Season 3 part of it anyway. But of course we will be continuing all of our regular kind of content on the Season 4 server. Okay, so that is two kind of major things out of the way. So what are the mods? Well, let me run over here and show you one thing. Pretty much all the mods are staying the same, but we are adding something that I'm pretty excited about. Obviously, by the way, obviously we are playing on the island. Let me explain this part first, because I see a lot of people asking like what map we're playing on. We're playing on the island, and the reason for that is because when Ark adds new stuff, it comes to the island first. If they add a new tame, it comes to the island. If they add anything, it comes to the island. Doesn't come to the center immediately. Doesn't come to... Probably won't come to Ragnarok immediately. It will come to the island, and that is why we are playing on the island once more. But to kind of shake things up, because I know like a lot of us in the group, we kind of didn't really want to play on the island again. But to shake things up, we are adding in a small map extension. This right here is called the Wyvern Crevice. This is part of a mod called, I have the name right here. It's called Wyvern Crevice and Deathworm Island. So there's 2 tiny little island things that are added to the map. It doesn't affect anything on the island. It just kind of adds 2 little extra bits, you know? And we kind of feel like this is acceptable. We've been playing out here for like 4 seasons now. So this is something that we wanted to add. Basically what this does is it brings in like a full-on Wyvern Crevice. Like, as you can see, there's Wyvern spawning in here. There's like spots where you can find eggs. I don't think you'll find the Ice Wyvern here, but you'll definitely find the other 3. I think we've got a lightning down there. We got a poison on our butt here. And I did see a fire here earlier, but I actually killed it, so it's probably not here anymore. So yeah, basically it's gonna add in wyverns into the island. So this is just one of them anyway. This is the crevice. Let's just kind of fly around a little bit. So as you can see, there's lava going through the center. There's actually quite a lot of metal and obsidian here, which is going to be pretty handy, but it's going to be pretty dangerous to actually come here. Did I just die? Are you kidding? I thought I was on God mode. Oh, damn it. All right, well, you give me a second here. I'll get back to where we were and continue what I was saying. How rude. So I don't see where the other raptor went, but I got a new one. I can't see it. There's an egg right here. So as you can see, like the eggs and stuff, they spawn in the little cubbies here. It's pretty much like the exact same as like what you might find on Scorched Earth. But basically what this is gonna mean is it means that we're gonna have resources from Scorched Earth and we're gonna have creatures kind of from Scorched Earth on the map here. So that means that we don't have to run a Scorched Earth series alongside this one to actually get that content. Because obviously, you know, at some point soon there will be Arc DLCs that we will be starting servers on, so Scorched Earth will probably become like a thing of the past. But this is going to stay on the island. It's gonna be pretty cool. Hopefully it's gonna work out well. Like, it's an actual, like, it's a floating island. I can go into the water, I guess. It's like a floating island. As you can see, it just floats on the top of the water. It's actually above the water cave down there. So like, it's pretty cool. Like, I honestly, we feel like this is acceptable. Whoa. Okay, well, that's a bug. Is this? Okay, so, yeah, I came up through the magma. That's why I started to die. We kind of feel like this is acceptable. You know, some of you may not like the idea of this, but at the end of the day, guys, you got to think about it this way. We've been playing on the island for a long time. We want to continue playing here because we want you guys to see all the latest content. We wanted to cover all the latest content. And we want the series to be relatable. Sure, we could play on a random custom map like Thieves Island or Skies or one of the other ones, you know, but you guys can't all relate to that. Now, I know you can't relate to this if you're playing on console, but, you know, that's just, you know, that's just it. We want to be able to cover some of that content, and this is going to be the only way to do it. So this is just one of them anyway. That's the Wyvern Crevice. The Deathworm Island is over by the North Island. And by the way, where this is, it's just down from the snow biome, around kind of like just as the snow meets the normal land, and it's just across the water above the one of the other water caves, as I just showed that off. So this is the other one over here. This is the Deathworm Island. You can actually see it from here. Man, they render in from far. That is awesome. We had a look at quite a few map extensions. Some of them were like floating islands, but like, I don't know, they don't look good. This was like the best one that we could find that would add in this stuff. Now, we could just add a mod that adds in all the Scorched Earth creatures, but from what I've seen, it kind of goes a little bit crazy on the island here, especially with just wyverns everywhere, and it just becomes very hectic, and I don't know, like, we didn't really like the idea of that. But as you can see, this one here looks pretty cool. It looks like you can pretty much like just walk up at this point here and then get onto the island, and this is where you'll find quite a lot of resources. You got salt here. We have like trees that you can get cactus from. There's probably those rocks on the ground probably give some sand. This means that we're gonna have like resources from Scorched Earth on here, which is gonna be super handy. And also there's deathworms on this island as well. I think there's like a server setting where we can make it configurable, so like we can choose how many appear here. I'm not sure if rock golems also spawn here. I don't think they do, but maybe we could try to sort that out, maybe make that happen. I don't know if we will or not. We still have to kind of like discuss all of that. But deathworms spawn here. All the resources that we would need to make the Adobe gear or anything Scorched Earth wise appears here. Like, super handy, super awesome. There's a bunch of cactus up here as well, actually. Holy crap! So you need a flyer to get all this. So yeah, like this is just another one of them. There's just 2 of them in the map completely. That's it. They don't really affect it too much, as you can tell. Like, they don't affect the gameplay or anything, because everything stays pretty much on the island here. Like, the death runes aren't going to come out and come onto the land. They'll stay here, and like everything else will stay here. Obviously the wyverns could fly across the map and kind of affect things, but you know, that's just, we can't really do anything about that. So yeah, hopefully you guys are okay with these little like extension things. We were all kind of a little bit unsure whether or not this was a good idea to do, but at the end of the day, we've been playing on this map for a long time. We want a little bit of variety. This is what we want, and I hope you guys are okay with it. Okay, man, that was that big hurdle jumped over there. What else is going to be in this series? Well, basically, we're going to have pretty much the same mods as last time. We're going to have Structures Plus, obviously, because, I mean, we love that here on Gaming Evolved. We absolutely love it. Structures Plus is a fantastic mod, especially for PvE, vanilla, like that type of stuff. Like, I know, like, we call it vanilla, but it's our own kind of special blend, vanilla with sprinkles. This is my base on Season 3. Oh man, it looks completely different. But yeah, we're gonna have Structures Plus, we're gonna have Platforms Plus, we're gonna have like the tiny little mods that we had before, like Death Helper, to pull our corpses out of the ground, because like that seemingly still happens. We have Fog Remover, we have the Crystal Clear, which means that we can actually see in the water. Just, you know, tiny little mods like that, and then we obviously have like Structures Plus and Platforms Plus, which are like bigger mods, but there's stuff that we like and that you guys seem to like as well. So yeah, that's pretty much all the mods anyway. There's 6 in total. We might also, there's something else that we've been thinking about, a currency style mod, not something that's gonna like overhaul everything, just something that's gonna add in items that we can like use as like almost coins, because I think we're looking into starting some sort of shopping district on the new server. We did something like that on the Season 2 server, and we use cementing paste as currency, but obviously now, like, there's not really, like, if we use cementing paste, first of all, Acatina paste would just be used instead, you know, and like money would just become something that we wouldn't need. So basically, it's best if we add in something else that's not an actual resource that you can harvest, and not something that, you know, you're gonna have in a huge amount of bulk, basically. So yeah, we're gonna probably add in some sort of like, I guess, currency mod type thing. Just a couple coins that we'll use as like money, essentially. It's not really gonna affect the gameplay. It's just gonna be an extra item that we can basically just give to each other for another item, you know, because if I want to sell blueprints or like cool weapons or something like that, or tames or mutations or anything, then I can sell them for a certain price, and if somebody has that much coins, then they can come along and buy it off of me. We're still kind of working on the logistics of the whole system, how it's gonna work, how you're gonna get them, how much you're gonna have, like how much things are gonna usually be. So hopefully we'll have that whole kind of sorted out before we start off the season. Because it's kind of, I don't know, we're still kind of trying to figure it out a little bit here. So yeah, that's just something else that you guys have to look forward to, essentially, because yeah, that's something that we like to have, like a massive shopping district or something, just somewhere where you can go and you can buy and you can sell, just to kind of like bring the community together a little bit more. Like we did have something like that in Season 2, which was fantastic. It was a really cool idea. And people really like pulled together and made some really cool shops, and we want to do something like that again, but obviously we can't use a resource like cementing paste, so you know, yeah, that's what we want to do anyway. Oh my god, we're just killing everything here. So as you can see, the crevice is pretty cool there, the Death Room Island's pretty cool. Like, we have all the mods kind of like explained here. The currency system is obviously something else that I've explained. In terms of rates, everything is pretty much going to stay the same. We originally had talked about maybe increasing alpha spawns or something like that to make it more difficult. But recently in an ARC update, they actually doubled the alpha spawn on multiplayer. So we don't have to do anything like that. They're going to do it themselves. So that's awesome. We're also going to have a couple rates that will be a certain number at the start, and then eventually they'll increase. So XP from the get-go will be default official XP. We're gonna get 1 times XP. Now obviously our slightly higher gather rates will affect that a little bit, but either way we're gonna be running with that. It's gonna be 1 times XP for a little while. You know, we don't want to rush to the start, and the point is that we can actually use some of the lower tier weapons rather than just somehow managing to get to like level 50 with the tribe in like day 1, which does happen if you're playing along with a couple people in the same area. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, that's kind of everything explained there. There's a couple more little things that I could probably go over, but I'm not really gonna bother. That's like the majority of things that you'll need to know to do with the new season. If you guys are excited about the new season, make sure that you let me know down below. If you have any recommendations for base ideas or locations, do let me know as well. Obviously, I haven't even thought about that yet, but I do have a lot of cool ideas for the new series, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, I haven't thought about where I'm gonna live, and that's probably gonna be a little while off. I want to live with the other guys first for a while. So yeah, guys, make sure that you subscribe to everybody as well. There will be a members list down below, and if you click on that, like it's in my description, if you click on that, all of the names will appear there, and also there will be a thing that says Arc Season 4. If you click on that, you'll see all the mods, all the rates and everything if you guys want that. But yeah, stay tuned for Friday. Oh, it's gonna be exciting. So yes, I'll see you guys then or next time. Probably next time. There's gonna be videos between then and now. See ya!